What's up and welcome back to another product review, cycling with Watts. Today we're checking out some Giro shoes. These are shoes I ride and I absolutely freaking love. So this is the Giro Empire ACC. It's got the EC90 sole, carbon sole on the bottom. Super stiff, super light. I ride these on the road, as you can tell. They've got a lot of miles in them. They've, look at the bottom there, but they've held up super, super well. So I ride these on the road. I ride Giro Empires when I'm mountain biking, fat biking, cyclocross, stuff like that. So basically the exact same shoe, but for a little bit different purpose. They got some cleats on the bottom. I'll do a review of that in another video. So this is the Giro Empire ACC. I ride a size 44. Fits my foot really well. So what are the things that I like about this shoe? I like the classic look of the shoelaces. It takes a little bit longer to tie them up. You know, it takes 10 seconds instead of 2 seconds with a boa dial. I really like boa dials, but I really like the classic look of the shoelaces. So for me personally, that's what I like. You may not like that. That's okay. So I feel like that gives me a really good fit and closure system because I can make it as tight as I want throughout the entire shoe. It has a little bit long of laces when I tie it up. So it does come with like a little strap here to tuck in those laces, but usually I just wrap it around the middle of the shoe so I can really make those laces a little bit shorter. And then it's got a great upper. I like the white look a lot too. I wish this came in an all white. It doesn't, but I really like that white look. Just very classic, goes with my style. And it's very breathable. It's got these mesh, not mesh, but these holes in the middle to make it very breathable. And then this upper, this like leather upper really forms to my foot well. And I gotta tell you, it's just a perfect fit. Every time I put them on, it kind of feels like my feet are at home, yet they're in this stiff, super light shoe. And so I really like that aspect of it, that it breathes well. Also got a little toe scoop vent up in the front there as well, so you can get some good flow into the bottom of the shoe. And so this has a stack of, I think, 6.5, so it's a pretty low stack, good power transfer on it. And I really feel like I get a great power transfer. You know, I've gone through a couple different shoes throughout the year. Started definitely with a nylon bottom, and I moved up to like a half carbon sole nylon bottom, then went up to like an 8-point rating stiffness carbon sole, and then landed on these, which is like a 10 maybe. I don't know the exact scale, but it's super stiff, and I feel like I get a great power transfer out of it. So let's look at the bottom a little bit. So I got the yellow Shimano SPD SL cleats on the bottom. I ride yellow, gives me a little bit of float. Some people like blue. Most people don't ride red, which is zero float. I like the float. I tighten down my pedals so I get even a little bit less, but I ride the yellows. And as you can see, this bottom has been beaten up. I've never replaced this little rubber sole at all, and it still's got pretty good life left in it. The carbon sole has been beat up, but it doesn't make any difference to how the shoe performs. And I'm careful when I walk in these, but it's not like I'm super careful. You know, I kind of walk normal. I get to places fast. I don't just tread on like I'm walking on ice. And it's really held up well. I'm really impressed with it. I've had these for about a year or so. I've probably put 6,000 or so miles on them, and they've held up really great. And they're still comfortable every single time that I put them on. Another little added benefit that Giro does, it's not a custom insole, but they do have a couple ranges of this arch support in there. And so I have the medium in here, and they have a lower one and a higher one depending on what arch you have. And so that will be sent with your pair of shoes. And it just Velcros right off when you need it to. And you can Velcro it back on. Also, this insole held up pretty well. Again, this is like 6,000 miles of riding or so, and the insole is still really good in there. So I'm gonna pop that back in. And also, if your shoe does wear out, basically the entire shoe you can get new parts for. You know, you can get new parts for the rubber here, That rubber up top doesn't. I mean, of course, you can change out your cleats, and then you get new laces, you can get new insoles, you can get all of that stuff. So you can repair a shoe if you need to, which is nice. So last little bit that I have enjoyed about this, like I said, I've scuffed it up. Some of those scuffs will never go away, but for the most part, it stayed pretty white, stayed pretty clean, and I enjoy that aspect a lot. So I could not recommend these more. The only downside for some other people is they fit kind of like a Nike shoe, I would say. I ride a 44. They're a little bit more narrow in the toe box, and it fits my foot really well, but I know some people have some really wide feet, or like longer, skinnier feet. So this is definitely a skinnier fit, I would say. If you're in the US, I wear a 10.5 in Nike, and basically kind of the same thing for Giro. So that is my perspective. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please smash that like button, subscribe for more videos. I do a vlog as well along with product reviews. So thank you for watching.